So we are now CASHI, Cultural Area Sexual Health Initiative. Um, and I wanted to say real quickly, to Kevin's point earlier, that drop in the bucket allowed us to start a program that we didn't have available to us. So uh, to the Alliance, your drops in the bucket make a huge difference. So thank you all for that. Let's get started. Obviously, I didn't do the slide. Basically, uh, as family service, we have many programs. I'm with Project One, which is the HIV case management program. Um, we basically try to make sure folks who are HIV positive have all the care that they need, be it from medical, nutrition, housing, to get them stabilized. Um, One of the things that we didn't have that was taken away from us a few years ago was prevention. And prevention is a key, obviously, to helping us stop the spread of not only HIV, but all the other STDs that are going around. And with the increase that we've had in the county, I felt it was just a priority to get that done. I don't like playing catch up, which is what we've been doing. And in the past, I guess, month and a half, I've gotten 3 new folks who are HIV positive, which again, you don't need. We need to do better, and this program is allowing us to do a little bit better. So basically, what we decided to do was to have a program where we are engaging African Americans, this target African American males, and we started working in barbershops. Um, and in the barbershops, as you know, it's kind of the center of the community for us. We go there, we hang and talk basketball and football and all the other important things that go around the world. But we wanted to make sure that we were in a place where we could get information and uh, basically condoms and testing out to the community. So that's where we started. We started with 3 barbershops, Best Kept, which is right across the street, um, La Leche, which is on the west side, and Chester County, I have a long name, but 140 Barber Salon, I think is what they call it now. Right, it's like going between first and second on this side of the street. Um, they're all very receptive, which is fantastic. Um, the challenge is like with everything else, you have to, even though I may be I'm a black male, I'm not. They don't know me, so it's about how do you become part of the community? How do they get to know me? How do I get to know them? How do we figure out what their own vibe is? So how do I work with them and how they work with me and tell me what they need? Because I can go in with my agenda. Um, it would never work. So we're working. Part of what we're doing now is working through all that process. You can go next. So the objective, basically, we're working with anyone from 18, it says 65 here. We don't stop at 65 because sex doesn't stop at 65 either. So you keep on moving. Anyone who needs, who's in that barbershop can get information, can get condoms, can get whatever they need to be healthier sexually. Um, and again, it's about having the conversation in that small community that will hopefully, again, go out to their kids or their friends or their whatevers to make sure that we are all doing what we need to do to be as healthy as we can sexually. And so far, this is what we've done. And these, so 68 folks we saw, again, 3 barbershops, 450 condoms distributed, 4 information sessions. So basically, what we do is we sit down in the shop and have a conversation. There's nothing structured. In my head, I had this structured program. And as you learn quickly, things work the way they're supposed to work. And each of the barbershops is totally different. Best Kept, the barbers are older. The one, Chester County, younger barber, brighter place. La Leche, mostly Latino community, it goes to La Leche. So it's all different environments that I'm learning how to adapt to. So next steps. Right. These things that we're doing. We'd love, again, women have sex too. We want to make sure we have opportunities for folks to have that same sort of education. That's one of the next steps that we'd like to get to. The beauty salons, nail places, whatever, where women are at. We've given out haircut vouchers. So when I spoke with the barbers, one of the things that they had mentioned were, everyone can't afford a haircut. And again, I was shocked when I went in there. It's like $40 for a haircut. Like what? So, what I did was I gave them all the barbershops one free haircut per month, and so they're using those for folks, their clients who they know are struggling. I'm going to probably think about next year increase that if we can. In fact, we can. We'll increase it next year. Employment opportunities. Right now, it's me. I'm not the best messenger. But my goal is to have someone in each of those barbershops who they know, who are customers there, who maybe are, and again, we're talking 10, 15 hours a month where they can do things. And at least in my head, that's where it initially starts. They'll let me know what it is. But it's really important because, again, when you're of the community, people know you, people can hear the message the way it should be delivered. That's really important for me. As much as I'm passionate about what we're doing and how important the work is, again, I want people to be able to hear the message. I don't care who delivers it. Awareness campaign, again, is the same sort of stuff. We're going to be doing, I hope, in the summertime, things outside of the barbershop so people in the streets can also see it. We're probably going to figure out a poster so we can actually put it in the barbershop so people can actually see it. And make sure that people are aware of what we're doing. The other thing that we're doing we're getting into my community events we got there. So STD opportunities. So what we're doing, the back end of this is if someone wants to get tested, if they are uninsured and they have to pay for it, I've talked to Planned Parenthood. We're working out a sliding scale and no scale fee for the test. If we got to pay a little bit, we'll pay for it. But again, it's silly to have a program to get people into testing and then they can't get tested. So we're going to make sure we do that also. That's basically a done deal. They need to talk to the folks in Philly. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is everyone's different, so what I'd like to do a kind of a pilot program of condom tests. So different condoms, have people try them out, see what they like, because all condoms are different. Lubricated, non-lubricated, ribbed, blah 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 blah. Thousands of condoms out there. All condoms will work for all people. I need to make sure that we're getting what they need as opposed to what I'm ordering. So that's part of the process. Again, just trying to figure out what the market wants, what the people in the barbershop want, and so we're working through that already. All right, cool, thank you. And then again, you know where I'm at, and if you guys need anything, hey, of course, Don, thanks a lot. And of course, aside from that, if you guys ever need condoms, whatever, just give me a call. I'll get them to you.
Personally and professionally.
Whatever. Yes. Yeah. Hey, again, yes. We got you. We got you.
Well, you kind of talked about it a little bit. How did people accept you in that place of business to be able to?
It was weird because again, in my brain, I'm thinking, hey, great idea, free stuff. People using it. Let me just go in and it's going to be a easy sell. Again, they don't know me. I know them a little bit. I know Best Kept a little bit. The other guys I didn't know, although I found out Big Mike, who's one of the barbers down at Chester County, used to cut my son's hair. So I knew Big Mike. But again, it's a process. In my head, I had this idea of TV on a stand with this table, condoms, all the information. You can roll it out. I'm getting it for you. It's free. They're like, I don't know. So we're in that, again, we're doing the dance. It's like, I don't know, and it's more about what's going to work for you in your shop. But all the shops are different. The one in down the street is a big, wide space. The one here, Best Kept, is a smaller space, darker space. And in fact, he says he's going to be remodeling stuff. So again, it's being able to hear what people are telling you. And again, it's, I want it to be their program. That's my goal, is to give it to them. There are lots of other things that we can do. We don't have to do that. I can always be around to supply, support. I really want it to be for the community and for the community to do the work, because that's I hope we're all empowering people in our communities to do the best that they can do, and giving them the supplies to make that possible. So that's kind of how I see it. Thank you.